Donald Trump officially surrendered to the Iranians. I'm not joking. I'm not being facetious. I'm being literal. And I know the word literal has been bastardized over the past like 40 years. Donald Trump signed the Memorandum of Understanding. We now have the 14-point MOU. And beyond a shadow of a doubt, the United States of America just surrendered to Iran. We gave them everything they asked for, and we received absolutely nothing. It's incredible. It's incredible. So here we have the White House posting this. President Donald J. Trump signs the Iran Memorandum of Understanding, peace through strength. There's our pedophile president signing the deal with the next president of the United States, Marco Rubio, watching from behind. And then Trump posts this. He goes, "Oil is flowing. Iran can never have a nuclear weapon. The world will be safe. The stock markets are roaring. Jobs are at records. And prices are dropping. Affordability. Our country is strong, safe, and respected like never before. You're welcome, President DJT." Guys, I can't stress to you how terrible this deal is. I can't. So we're just going to read it. Okay. Now, before we even dive in, I want you to understand, I want to make this abundantly clear. I want us to accept this surrender terms. I want us to give the concessions to Iran. This is what happens. We owe them reparations. We destroyed fucking half their nation. We did like $2 trillion worth of damage. We murdered fucking hundreds of their civilians. We murdered hundreds of their children. We deserve to surrender. We deserve to concede to them. But here is the plan here. This is from Midas Touch. Breaking, the U.S. has released the full 14-point memorandum with Iran. It outlines sweeping commitments that would fundamentally reshape U.S. policy toward Iran, including sanctions relief, the release of frozen assets, a $300 billion reconstruction commitment, changes to the U.S. military deployments, and a framework for broader negotiations. Here is the 14-point peace plan. Lock in. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran have jointly agreed in good faith on blank date on the following. 1. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran and their allies in the current war are signing this MOU to declare the immediate and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, including in Lebanon, and undertake from now on not to initiate any war or any military operation against each other, and to refrain from the threat or use of force against each other, and ensuring the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Lebanon. The final deal will confirm the permanent termination of the war on all fronts, including in Lebanon, and other provisions of this paragraph. That entire point 1, is fuck Israel. That's Iran laid out an entire point. One of the 14 points is fuck Israel, rein in your dog. So I can tell you in full confidence, 100% certain, it is 11:16 in the morning right now on June 18th, 2026. Without a shadow of a doubt, by the end of the day, Israel will bomb Lebanon and completely violate the ceasefire, ripping up and burning this MOU. Mark my fucking words, come back here when I'm right. I always am. Number 2, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran undertake to respect each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity and to refrain from interfering in each other's internal affairs. Number 3, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran commit to negotiating and achieving the final deal in maximum 60 days, extendable with mutual consent. 4, immediately upon the signing of this MOU, the United States of America will begin the removal of its naval blockade and any disturbances or impediments against the Islamic Republic of Iran, and will fully end the naval blockade within 30 days. During this period, the traffic of vessels will be in proportion to the numbers of pre-war traffic being restored by the Islamic Republic of Iran. The United States of America further undertakes to remove its forces from the proximity of the Islamic Republic of Iran within 30 days after the final deal. So this means that Trump must end the naval blockade. He has to withdraw the entire U.S. Navy and withdraw all U.S. forces from the proximity of the Islamic Republic of Iran. I don't even know what the proximity means. They haven't laid that up. Does it mean the entirety of the Middle East? Does it mean just in the Strait of Hormuz? What does it mean? This is incredible, dude. Like, I can't stress this enough, guys. You are watching history. Iran just proved to the entire world that the United States is a paper tiger. We are not to be feared. If you're an international viewer of mine, if you're watching this from another nation, you have no reason to fear the United States military. We were incapable of opening the Strait of Hormuz. You don't need to fear us, bro. The United States military is a joke. And if you're in the military and you're watching this, you're a joke. Number 5. Upon the signing of this MOU, the Islamic Republic of Iran will make arrangements using its best efforts for the safe passage of commercial vessels with no charge for 60 days only, from the Persian Gulf to the Sea of Oman and vice versa. The traffic of commercial vessels will immediately start, and considering the need for removing the technical and military obstacles, that's the mines, the demining by the Islamic Republic of Iran will be instated within 30 days. Oh, okay, so the Strait of Hormuz is not being opened immediately. Because there's fucking mines all over it. Jesus, the Iranians are so smart. Oh my God. They got Trump to sign a deal that gives them $300 billion and they don't even have to open the Strait of Hormuz immediately. Oh my fucking God. The Islamic Republic of Iran will conduct dialogue with the Sultanate of Oman to define the future administration of maritime services in the Strait of Hormuz in discussion with other Persian Gulf littoral states in line with the applicable international law and the sovereign rights of coastal states of the Strait of Hormuz. So essentially this means, America, you get no fucking say in this. The Strait of Hormuz will be controlled by Oman and Iran. We will decide the tolls. We will decide the fees. We will do the demining. We will decide when it is open. Dude, we're literally getting rat fucked by the Iranians, and I love to fucking see it. I love to see it. I love to see Donnie getting rat fucked. The art of the deal, folks. Number 6. Oh, this is the big one. The United States of America undertakes with regional partners to develop a definitive, mutually agreed plan with at least $300 billion for the reconstruction and economic development of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The mechanism for the implementation of this plan will be finalized as part of a final deal within 60 days. All required licenses, waivers, and permissions needed for the relevant financial transactions will be granted by the United States of America. Hey Donnie, whatever happened to you bitching and moaning about Obama unfreezing $24 billion worth of Iranian assets? Oh, he brought them pallets of cash. Oh, he tried to bribe them. He's such a stupid son of a bitch. First of all, no, he didn't. He didn't bring them any pallets of cash. Second of all, he unfroze their accounts, which is exactly what you were doing. Third of all, it was $24 billion when compared to your $300 billion. So, viewer, if you're American, your tax dollars went to bombing Iran, and now your tax dollars are going to go into rebuilding Iran. What do you get for it? Don't worry, we did get a couple of things. We got higher gas prices, higher prices for groceries, no safety on the high seas, and America's a joke now. That's what you got. Oh, I got a burp there, sorry. Number 7, the United States of America undertakes to terminate all types of sanctions against the Islamic Republic of Iran, including the United Nations Security Council resolutions, IAEA Board of Governors resolutions, and all unilateral U.S. sanctions, primary and secondary, in an agreed-upon schedule as part of the final deal. The Islamic Republic of Iran and the United States of America acknowledge the critical importance of the sanctions termination issue above mentioned, and express their intentions to immediately address these issues in the negotiations in order to achieve mutual agreement on them. So the Iranians are going to get immediately, instantly, the sanctions are going to be lifted, and like $24 billion are going to be unfrozen in their accounts. The $300 billion we are going to be giving them over the course of, I don't even know, probably the next few years. Number 8. The Islamic Republic of Iran reaffirms that it shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons. Oh, dude, they're so smart! Reaffirms! They put reaffirms as like a, hey, reminder, we were never making a nuke. We told you we were never making a nuke. We signed that we would never make a nuke. The IAEA came in and made sure we were never making a nuke. We were never making a nuke, you stupid, lying, fat fascist. The Islamic Republic of Iran reaffirms that it shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran have agreed to resolve the disposition of stockpiled enriched material pursuant to a mechanism that will be mutually agreed upon in accordance with the schedule mentioned in paragraph 7, with the minimum methodology to be downblended on site under the supervision of the IAEA. So this means to, I guess, de-enrich or unenrich the uranium, downblend it, make it less likely to be used for a nuclear weapon. And supervision of the IAEA. Dude, this is huge because before in Operation Fortnite Midnight Chungus Hammer, when we used the B-2 bombers to fuck them up, right after that happened, the Iranians kicked out the IAEA and said, you're not coming back in. So now the Iranians are at least welcoming the IAEA back in to inspect their atomic energy levels. The two parties also agreed to discuss the issue of enrichment and other mutually agreed matters related to the Islamic Republic of Iran's nuclear needs based on a satisfactory framework being agreed upon in the final deal. By the way, Trump said yesterday in the G7 meeting, he goes, Iran can have enriched uranium for like power usage and whatnot. Brother, you are doing a 180 every other fucking minute. You spent so long trying to convince us that the Iranians were going to develop a nuke and destroy the entirety of the United States of America as soon as possible, and Israel, inshallah. And now suddenly you're like, no, they can have ballistic missiles. No, they can have highly enriched uranium. No, they can have drones. They can have whatever they want. Now, the thing is, it's not that Donald is like changing his mind. It's that Donald has been lying this entire time. Donald this entire time knew that Iran didn't have a nuclear weapon, knew they weren't developing it, knew they weren't a threat to the United States of America. I mean, the CIA director Ratcliffe said they weren't a threat. You had that fucking guy Joe Kent who quit National Security Intelligence because they weren't a threat. Tulsi Gabbard says that they're not a threat. Everybody, every single expert agrees Iran has never been a threat to the United States' national security. Let's keep reading here. The final deal will confirm the provisions of this paragraph. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran acknowledge the critical importance of nuclear issues above mentioned. They express their intention to immediately address these issues in the negotiations in order to achieve a mutual agreement on them. 9. Pending the final deal, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran agree to maintain the status quo. The Islamic Republic of Iran will maintain the current status quo of its nuclear program, and the United States of America will not impose any new sanctions and will not deploy additional forces in the region. Dude, I can't stress this enough. This is a surrender document. This is a surrender document, and Trump already signed it. The United States of America has officially surrendered to the Islamic Republic of Iran because the United States military was incapable of opening the Strait of Hormuz, infiltrating Iran, and confiscating their highly enriched uranium. Great job, Iran. I mean this. I know I have a viewer. I'm not live right now, but I know I have a viewer named Sina. Sina. He's Iranian. He lives in Tehran. You just beat the United States of America in a war. I mean, that's not necessarily new, considering the United States of America hasn't won a single war since World War II, which we also barely participated in, but like, this is incredible. This is incredible. Number 10. The United States of America undertakes that immediately upon signing of this MOU and until the termination of sanctions, U.S. Department of Treasury will issue waivers for the export of Iranian crude oil, petroleum products, and derivatives, and all associated services, including banking transactions, insurances, and transportation, etc. Oh my God, dude, we're unfreezing all their accounts. We're allowing their oil back in the market. We're going to give them insurance. We're going to give them transportation. Yo. Pete Hegseth, you changed the name to the Department of War and then immediately lost the war. You are pathetic. You are a pathetic alcoholic cokehead, aren't you? And a rapist. Number 11. The United States of America undertakes to make fully available for the use of frozen or restricted funds and assets of the Islamic Republic of Iran upon the implementation of this MOU. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran will mutually agree on the procedures related to the release of these funds during negotiations. Such funds, whether retained in the original account or transferred, shall be made fully usable for payment to any ultimate beneficiary designated by the Central Bank of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The United States of America undertakes to issue all necessary licenses and authorizations accordingly. Number 12. The United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran agree that an executive mechanism will be established to monitor the successful implementation of this MOU and the future compliance of the final deal. 13. After signing this MOU and subject to the beginning of the implementation of paragraphs 1, 4, 5, 10, and 11 of this MOU and the continuing implementation of these measures, the United States of America and the Islamic Republic of Iran will start negotiations regarding the final deal exclusively on the other paragraphs. Number 4. The final deal will be endorsed by a binding UNSC resolution. UNSC, Halo. All right. But yeah, it's over. Now, when I say it's over, I don't mean the war is over, because Israel is going to violate the ceasefire, the MOU is going to collapse, and Trump is going to keep on bombing them. But when I say it's over, I mean the charade of America being a strong military, or having a strong military, or being a strong nation. We are weaker than we have ever been. The United States military is a bigger joke than it has ever been. Trump literally said the other day that we're out of ammo. He said, like, yeah, no, we would have ran out of ammo in 4 weeks. We don't have the missiles to keep on going. Oh, do you want to come up and say hello? Hi, everybody. I'm Luigi. Hi, everybody. I heard America lost to Iran. That's fucking crazy. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Hi, everybody. Okay, let me put you down, mama girl. I am working. Oh, you're caught up in my headphones. There we go. All right. So, you want to see how some of the most deranged psychopaths are, like the Israelis and the Zionists, how they're taking this? Here's Laura fucking Loomer. This woman, and I'm not kidding here, this woman sucked Donald Trump's cock to completion. I mean, literally having to crunch on his cum because he's orange, decrepit, and a 80-year-old fascist. All right, so she posts this. I'm just thrilled that Trump said if the Iranians don't stick to the deal, he will drop more bombs on them. Just stay calm. We all know you can't trust these Muslims, and they won't keep their word because their ideology teaches them to kill and commit jihad 24/7. These people breed to kill. They will 100% break the terms, which means Trump will be bombing them again. Rule number 1, never trust a jihadi to keep their word. If they don't keep to the terms 100%, they get bombed. It's only a matter of time before they break the rules. We all know what will happen. Muslims have never kept any peace deal ever. So, here's the thing, Laura, you disgusting, decrepit, hideous, jigsaw-looking demon cunt from the 7th circle of hell, you actual, literal, cheap-ass prostitute. Everything you just said perfectly describes Israel. Everything you just said perfectly describes Israel. Israel has never in their entire fucking history completed a ceasefire or followed along a ceasefire. And that's not a joke. This is factual. Israel has violated every single ceasefire they have ever been party to. Every single fucking one. And by the way, look at how fucking eager this disgusting cunt is to keep on murdering these fucking innocent civilians. Like, you can't even make this shit up how demented these fucking evil cunts are. Now, real quick, just so you can understand how fucked we truly are in the United States of America, well, here's what Benjamin Netanyahu posted on Twitter. In a work meeting with the head of Mossad, that's a threat. That is a threat to the United States of America. That's what that is. What do you think, the timing on this is just a coincidence? That Trump signs an MOU that essentially tells Israel to go fuck themselves, and then Bibi Netanyahu has a meeting with the head of Mossad? That is a threat. Israel is going to attack the United States of America. And it's not just me saying this. There's even fucking right-wing. Tucker Carlson is saying this shit on his show, that he's genuinely concerned that the Israeli dog people, the inferior subhuman culture of Israel, is going to attack our fucking nation because we decided that we want peace and we want to stop fighting their fucking war for them. I pray that in my lifetime I get to watch Israel turn into a pile of fucking ash. I pray. But don't worry, guys. Donald Trump is focused on the things that matter in this heightened tension moment. The ballroom is coming along fantastically well. It's on time and under budget, unlike the Federal Reserve Building, where Too Late has done a terrible job of cost and time control, and at a much higher quality than I ever promised, including the drone port and all other many military elements, which are all vital for national security. They are being built throughout the whole integrated, cohesive project. It is a desperately needed and will be very special. The woman that sued me has absolutely no standing to do so. This should not even be a case, and it is highly damaging to our country. She is highly litigious, a serial plaintiff, and said she was bothered by her walking by the White House, but didn't state her involvement in numerous places around D.C. Why then is she involved in litigation and other developments in far distant parts of D.C.? Is she walking there too? How is she walking on a totally closed street at the Treasury building? Nobody is allowed to walk there? She never saw a building because there is no building there. President Donald J. Trump. I'm so glad that our Führer is focused on his Epstein Memorial Ballroom rather than the fact that we just surrendered to Iran. He also posted this. These fools who think I haven't been tough enough on Iran when the stock market just hit a record high and oil prices are tumbling down are either jealous, bad people, or stupid. Make America great again. So he just told his entire base that is unhappy with his deal that they are jealous, bad people, or stupid. I can't stress this enough, guys. We are actually in danger because Donald Trump just betrayed Israel, which is good. These are good things. This is good news, Mark. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. Are we cutting ties with Israel? Seemingly, yes. But at the same time, the Israelis are a wild animal pinned in a corner. And the final war that Israel has always, it was always planned. The final war for Israel is with the United States of America. The Zionists have said many a time that a world without Israel is not a world worth existing. This is something that the Knesset says, okay? They say this all the fucking time. Netanyahu says this. And the Israelis have a secret nuclear arsenal. They are the only nation on planet Earth that is not a part of the NPT, the Non-Proliferation Treaty of Nuclear Weapons, right? Where there are some nations like India and Pakistan who signed no. They said, no, we are going to make nuclear weapons. And then most nations signed, yes, we won't make nuclear weapons. But only one nation on Earth isn't even part of the deal, and they operate with something called nuclear ambiguity, which is essentially saying I may or I may not have a nuke, right? That's Israel. Israel has a massive secret nuclear arsenal. Their designated targets are all over Europe, all over Asia, and all over the United States of America, in a plan to destroy the entire world if Israel is at risk of falling. This is something called the Samson option. If you don't believe me, you can look this up. The Israelis plan on destroying the entire planet if their country is at risk of collapse. It's the unfortunate reality, and it's why I will say this proudly and I will say this confidently. The United States of America should declare war on Israel. We should go to war with Israel, and we should remove that threat, because that is a threat to the entire species, and it's the only war I would ever support. I am vehemently anti-war. I don't believe that there is any war worth fighting, except for one: destroy Israel. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. The United States of America has surrendered to Iran. The Iranians are the superior nation. Israel will violate the MOU before the end of the day. And I'm also pretty certain Israel is going to commit a false flag attack in the United States of America and try and pin it on the Islamic Republic of Iran. We're fucked. Anyway, I'm going to go to the Bernie Sanders rally tonight. Hopefully I can get some interviews, maybe with Claire Valdez or Daria Lisa Villa-Chevalier, or who else is going to be there? Brad Lander might be there. Hopefully I can get some fucking interviews for you. And thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and support independent media by donating to the channel. Click the thanks button down below, click the join button down below, and consider becoming a patron on Patreon. Do me one last favor, click that video right over there. It's a banger. And I know bangers.